name is Dr. Sindy, as formally introduced. I'm the founder and chief executive officer at Southern Africa Embrace Foundation. We're based in Toronto and we work in 7 countries, going on 9, across the continent of Africa. We focus on women, youth, and children, education, economic empowerment for women, so SDG 5. Well, basically we focused on 5 SDGs, 1 to 5, and then of course SDG 17, global partnerships. So for us, I think we fall into everything that's on that way. I was trying to pick one, but it's very hard because what we're trying to communicate in the aspect of the African continent is we work with the very bottom of the most marginalized. So the context is different in the 55 different countries in Africa because there's so many, well, I'll put it in my, when I speak during the conversations, but when it comes to the corporate accountability, we find that we face different constraints depending on where we are working, in the sense of trying to interpret how charities can align with businesses, you know, the public-private partnership, accountability, and coming together to work towards achieving the SDGs. There's lack of information because of, there's maybe constraints of data, availability, understanding that data, interpreting that data, but how do we work with those most marginalized and translate that information to the corporate world for them to believe in what we're trying to achieve in working together with them. So I think the most that we found is there's not enough research and analysis that is available to the societies that we work with. And again, the whole issue of the reporting standards, they are not available and they do not align with each country that we work in. And then there's limitations to people and stakeholders in the sense of how do we regulate their actions. And the biggest is, of course, funding. Who's following up on the funding, who's keeping the accountability on who's funding, where the money is going, and how is it really moving the needle to achieve the SDGs. Thank you.
I'm not sure I want to touch this mic.